One Piece chapter 1094 is out, and this might be the darkest chapter in One Piece history. And what sets the tone for this is the introduction of Bonnie's new power to age someone so rapidly they turn into a skeleton. And we don't actually know if she can just straight up kill someone this way, because the marine she used this on turned back to normal pretty quick, but her new power did get me thinking a bit. Can Bonnie use this new power on Brook? And I know it's a devil fruit power, and most likely it wouldn't last forever, but it would be cool to see human Brook in the Straw Hat crew. Well, to most of the crew it would be cool. I don't know how Zoro specifically would feel about that one. But moving on, we also see this sad moment of Bonnie looking at RoboCop Kuma and saying, "Daddy."
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
And as sad as this scene is, I'm not gonna lie, this shit had me dying. Bonnie for real having Vietnam flashbacks mid-fight. Watch out, bro, you about to get nuked by your dad's clone. That is crazy. But luckily, Sanji's predator instincts kick in and he jumped in front of the blast, saving Bonnie. Another thing we see this chapter, which is pretty crazy, is a new named attack from Luffy, the White Star Gun. And we don't actually get to see the results of this punch, but what we do see is a chunk of Kizaru's head fly out his noggin while he thinks, uh-oh, this ain't good. Like, no shit, bro, you got another man's fist going straight through your head. And since we don't know the results of this attack, we are gonna have some crazy controversies in the community, because after this attack, Luffy is completely gassed. So I don't know, I guess Kizaru could win, but thanks to another thing we see later in the chapter, I kinda doubt it. And we gonna stop skipping around, because by far the most insane thing we see in this chapter is Saint J. Garcia's, aka one of the Gorsei's, real form. And holy shit, I was right. And if you haven't been around for a while, way back in my chapter 1085 review 4 months ago, I said this. Well, this is where I'm gonna need y'all's ideas in the comments, cause what am I looking at? My only guess is they got yokai mythical zones or something, but if you got any better ideas, please let me know, cause I am so confused right now. And it just so happens Saturn's new form is based on this yokai called the Ushi Oni. And hey, if you want to see more crazy predictions like this, feel free to subscribe. We are almost at 500 subs. But anyway, back to the yokai at hand, because these Gorsei might be too overpowered. So apparently there's this rule where low-ranking Marines can't even look at Gorsei, and this one grunt Marine was curious and decided to look anyway. And that motherfucker made the worst decision of his short-lived life, cause as soon as he looked, Saturn flipped his head around and blew this Marine's head off by just looking at him. What the hell is this One Piece, bruh? It has been a minute since I've seen some gore like that in this series. And to be honest, this may be one of the craziest panels we've seen outside of flashbacks. And finally, I want to talk about the actual form itself, because on first glance, we can see the Gorsei has the weird smoke around his neck like Luffy and Rob Lucci, so we can assume this is an awakened Zoan fruit. And when the Gorsei first transformed, we also seen this magic circle looking pentagram with the number 5 written all over it. And in earlier chapters, we've seen similar pentagram looking symbols hung up around the Gorsei's main chamber, which means this has been planned by Oda for a while. And all of these happenings, in my opinion, lead to one thing. Im could literally just have the devil fruit. Think about it for a minute. 5 Gorsei, 5 points in a pentagram, 5 elder stars. And not to mention, earlier on, we seen Im attack with something that looks like a devil's tail. So I don't know, man. Lot of proof in the pudding right now. And this isn't originally my theory or anything, but there is a lot more evidence now than there was before, so I just had to mention it. Also, real quick, I want to mention this because I know people are gonna get mad about this. I know I've been saying Emu wrong, but if I'm being honest, I hate how this dude's name sounds like a bird word, so I just been calling him Eam. But hey, that's it for the video. Let me know if y'all think Kizaru is gonna beat Luffy, and also let me know what you think about my yokai theory, cause like Oda for this chapter, I was kinda cooking. Anyway, like the vid, sub, appreciate y'all, deuces.